Okay, what's up everybody? Welcome to this short little tutorial video that I'm going to be doing for you guys because I've been asked somewhat frequently lately actually of about how I go about doing the squirts inside the Soul Regret. And I figured why not make a video, and it just so happens that during one of the streams I got a really good Soul Regret actually. It was not my best one, but to me it was a, how should I say, it showed off what I'm usually trying to do very nicely. Let's put it like this. Oftentimes it gets way more chaotic and I still get the same, if not even a little bit better of a time. Most of the time it's worse, like don't get me wrong, but yeah, this just goes to show what I'm actually trying to do when I go about killing two squirts. So I'm starting the video now. I have the whole sequence here. I guess I should have, I don't know, I just wanted to show you the entire thing here, because this in general was a good Soul Regret. Like I got everything how I wanted it to be and how I usually want it to be when I go for runs. This run in particular did not go very far. I think I messed up the tube in one of the streak actually. So you can see how I go about the boxes, so that only two of them actually survive. But I think I've highlighted that in a different video already. So let's go about the squirts. Okay, so I figured I should show you before I said anything to it, so you can maybe make your own interpretation of what you saw before you hear me what I'm actually trying to do. Because like maybe figuring out yourself might actually help you more than me just telling you straight away what I'm doing. So let's watch it again actually. And I'm trying to explain and as it goes, or actually no, let me explain beforehand. The goal that I'm trying to achieve, I know you're just having a standstill right now. I will reloop the video at the appropriate time again in a moment. But what I'm trying to do usually is, like, I know in what pattern the squirt spawn. That helps immensely. Believe me, like just knowing when you want to be where exactly in the room is really helpful. That's the first step on how to get, or how to have a chance on getting a good Soul Regret. After you've kind of figured out when to be where, you want to start, how should I say, you want to figure out not just when to be where, but when to actually hit. And my goal in the Soul Regret is to always constantly be moving, and hopefully, if everything lines up as I want it to be, to constantly always be hitting as well. Obviously, if I'm not in range, I will not just keep spamming the hammer button. Rather, I will walk into range and then I will do so. But if you do everything nicely enough, you should probably most of the time be walking and hitting at the same time. Also notice how I am never ever, especially in this very nice example here, how I am never ever rolling towards squirts once the sequence has started. I think I'm rolling to the first one. Let me actually check myself. Am I doing so in this? Yes, I am. So I rolled away from the first one on the right side there, and then rolled towards him again. I think, I've never checked it out actually myself, but I think that makes it so that the squirts on the left side of the room spawn a little bit earlier, because the sequence starts with me standing on the left side in the room. I'm not too sure about that, so don't quote me on that. If you just want to get the pattern down and learn it yourself, just stand next to the first squirt on the right side of the room that I'm like the first one that I'm actually hitting, right? Okay, whew. So, and from there, obviously again, I kind of know the pattern in my head. I know where I want to be, when I want to be there, and I try to position myself in such a way that I never have to roll. I always try to just walk, keep on walking, so you get the weak hammer hits, because those hammer hits are enough to kill squirts. Obviously, you don't want overhead swings, which you would get if you were not walking, in case you didn't know. And yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to do. I'm going to from spawn point to spawn point, trying to get the squirts. I'm actually viewing it myself right now again. And once the henchman spawns, the bigger one, going towards him, I'm making sure that no squirt might like eat up my reflect input. So I'm actually reflecting the henchman's attack, so it gets down to 1 HP. And optimally, well, optimally is a loose term, but you can try to leave that guy alive so that he will actually later on dash into a pack of squirts himself. I think in this particular instance he only kills one to the like upper right side of him. If you mess up a little bit, you can just try to group up a few squirts and let him dash into them. He will kill all of them with 1 hit, which is very nice. And then you can just kill him off as well with also 1 hit if you got the reflect. So other than that, I'm just trying to circle around really, like I'm going counterclockwise in this example. I'm sure I've done it clockwise multiple times as well, just so happens to be counterclockwise in this particular video. Just trying to get all the squirts' attention, but never really leave the center of the room. That's the next thing. Try to go as far out as you need to get the squirt's attention, but don't chase it. Don't roll after it again. Never roll if possible. Just walk close to it and then turn around, kill the ones that have actually caught up with you, and rinse and repeat. Keep doing like a clockwise, counterclockwise motion, and at the very end, once the last ones have spawned, and only like, I would say about, what do we do, what's a good number, 6 or 7 squirts? It seems about reasonable. Once 6 or 7 squirts are still in a room, and they're somewhat spread out, if they're all clumped up on one spot, obviously I would just use 1 hammer swing, right? But if they're kind of spread out, you would need 3 or 4 hammer swings, maybe go a little bit more out of your way, which you do not want to. Then I just hold down the shield button and hold down the repeater button, so the repeater automatically aims onto squirts. And if you're lucky, you don't even necessarily need to be lucky. If there's 6 or 7, you should be fine pretty much always. But sadly, there's a bit RNG to it. But yeah, you just spray and pray until 2 or less squirts are left, because you only need to kill everything except 2. You might even leave the henchman alive. That's not even an issue. It all depends on getting down to 2, no matter who or what it is. Yeah, and then you just roll. That's the only time you literally want to roll. Roll to the exit, and you're out of the soul regret. Yeah, that's basically it. Now with that information, I'm thinking whether or not I should show you the whole thing again. Could make sense to do so, I think. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I will shut up now. Maybe you can put everything what I just said kind of to the test here already. And if you actually see, like physically see the things that I just tried to explain. Except for that, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's very spontaneous. I did not script or anything here. This is 100% on the fly. I hope it still makes sense to you. Yeah, I just figured I should do it because I've been asked a couple times, and especially for people who are not used to do this without nuke and plus weapons, for example. This is a huge point where you could lose time in a run if you don't know how to do this here properly. If you're just starting out, I wouldn't personally bother with this yet. However, it is definitely good to know that you can control them if you really wanted to, and if you really want to put the time and effort into learning that. Again, if you're just learning it, if you're just learning how to speedrun this game, if you're learning the levels, the layout of the levels, how to get through the more difficult ones, don't bother with this yet. Keep it in the back of your head. Okay? So, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. 42, nice. I have not been playing Castlevania whatsoever. I haven't been speedrunning at all since the last stream, I think, that had Castlevania in it, right? I think that was the last time I speedrun. And now I'm doing Bastion since 4 days again.
Special delivery. Gas guns. Windbags start turning up for last call.
Come on. Dang it. 118 still.
More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid.
Holy shit, the squirt control, boys! That was good.